Hey everybody, just wanted to wrap up here for the week, for the day. We are all done until Monday as far as trading. Today looks like one of the better days this week, up $5,000. And for the week, we're up $10,000. This happens to be $10,000. I know it's a super big number. That's actually the number if I had to pick one. What do I like to see per week? And $10,000 is it. That's 4%. Looks like about 4% on the account. 4% is fantastic. If you can do that every single week, that adds up to quite a bit of money. So a couple of the positions I wanted to look at before closing this out. Let's grab my pen here so we can point. Come on. So this guy, the 745, 740, these are the ones that were down this morning a little bit. And since these are expiring relatively soon, you'll see that theta decay really kick in. So that should be some pretty good gains over the next week or so before I either close them or roll them out. Likely I'll be rolling them out because that's what we generally do. This is one that will be expiring. How much do we have left? Oh, now I'm writing. Oops. So this one, actually, I probably should have rolled out today. By Monday, this will not have much value left. We opened this one up for $119. Now we can close them for $22. So I assume Monday, maybe it'll be down to, 16, 17, 18, 19. So these will be $100 gainers. There's two of those guys. And like I said, this one we should be able to see some pretty decent theta decay on. And this one we're down to 45 cents. So I'll be looking to roll these three out next week. And that's pretty much it. Let's take a look at a couple of the stocks that we've bought. AREC. I posted this as soon as I bought it. We're basically up 50 cents per share. So we've made a couple $100 on this guy. If you decided to take profit this morning, I mean, it did hit almost $3, which would have been a decent place. I don't even remember. Yeah, these do not have options on them. Almost ideally, when it was up, you could have sold some premium on those, but not the case on this. Let's see. GHIV, they've now basically converted the ticker over to United Wholesale Mortgage. Great company. I'm only up a little bit, but this is a company I actually want in my portfolio. They are supposed to be paying out a dividend. I don't know how much that is or if it's on here now. So the dividend is not on here now, but I believe they should be. And let's see, what else have we bought together? Essentially, BNGO. This is the one I sold out a couple hundred shares while it was up. I believe I held 500. Charge my phone. Okay, thank you. But we made $1,000 on this play so far, and that's just with the 300 shares. It doesn't count the 200 that I've already sold and took profit on. We also have the couple $10 calls, which we're probably losing on. Oh no, we're actually not. Wow. So it's actually still, I can still close these out for more credit than I received. But if it hits $10 and I receive the extra 200, it's essentially like selling it for $12 a share. I'm happy with that. BNGO, I'm not as researched in that as I should be. I think this is probably somewhat of a pump stock. It's been popular. You can find all kinds of YouTube videos on it, all sorts of postings on Twitter. But we took advantage of that. So between the calls that I've sold and the shares that I've already sold out, it's probably been an easy $1,500. And if I want to look and see when we bought these, where's my history? So we just bought these on the 8th. So not bad. A few days of buying this. Let's also take a look at What else did we want to look at here? We wanted to look at Cassie. Cassie looks like it's kind of steadily, it's pretty steady in the movement. But this is one that we bought 500 shares on. I am still waiting for a really big pop on this, but we're up a couple $100 on this. And LXU, this is another one. And if you saw earlier, I had accidentally purchased calls instead of selling them. So they are about half the value now, and I'm just going to hold on to these. These calls are absolutely a gamble. I expect this to pop up at some point, but I don't know when. February 19th might be way too early of a period, but in this case, I gambled $200 on it accidentally, and now intentionally I'm still gambling $100 on it. I don't recommend making mistakes and accidentally buying calls. Not a great strategy. Is there anything else that we need to go over today? Does not look like it at all. Yeah, we have quite a few holdings now. Which this is going to be the last month or so that we're going to see any of these, and these are all going to be transferred away. And then BlackBerry, something I did today. This is known as a poor man's cover call. So I bought 2 leaps on this. So these are deep in the money, $10 calls, expired next year. And then what I'm doing with those in the meantime is, you see up here, I'm going to go ahead and sell calls on those that I own. So we'll always be able to, if something happens and one gets called, we have the $10 calls to cover that as a purchase price, and then we could sell them for $25. So worst case scenario, something happens and they got called away from me. If it goes above $25, and we're forced to sell them, that's fine, because we have the $10 calls that we can exercise, or we could just choose to buy the shares and sell them at the $25 level and take that small bit of loss, still holding our leaps. And nothing else too interesting. These AT&Ts that I open, down on the calls, up on the puts, that must mean it's going up. And I think that is all we need to talk about today. Overall, everything is looking pretty fantastic. So, again, $5,000. Everything I'm doing is relatively safe. Not looking for the double the money in a day, in a week, in a month. Just looking for consistent, really good progress towards our goal, which I have no idea what that is. I guess the goal is to make as much money safely as possible, just like in any situation. There's our week, and there again is our month. I don't know that we're going to be hitting this again this month unless Tesla makes a huge pop. But that's fine. If we walk away with $20,000-$30,000 for the month, it's probably better than having a job, which I have too, and does not add nearly as much to the account as this does. So at 244,000, I think we're probably gonna take some withdrawals here pretty soon. Might as well take some of that cash and put it in our bank account. All right, guys. Tomorrow, same as usual, I'll likely be doing a 1 p.m. stream. I'd be super happy if you'd like to join me there. If you have any questions, post them there, post them here, and we'll try to run through everything and make sure everybody understands as much as we possibly can. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Can't make much this weekend unless you got your side hustle or you're working this weekend, but starting Monday, we'll start making a lot of money.